Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cierra. On here I love to talk about reading and writing. Writing as a self-published author, but also as a writer on Substack. So this video is going to be the third video in this mini series of creating a book. So this one is going to be creating your character. So what are aspects when it comes to creating a character? So when you think of a character, there's so many things you think about. You think about like their likes, their dislikes, their age, race, ethnicity, their sexual orientation, romantic interests, job, family, communication style. Maybe you are focusing on like their personality. So maybe like the Myers-Briggs personality test. If they're like an INFJ, INTJ, ENFJ, any of those things. Maybe you are considering like their mental health state. So that's where my DSM comes in handy, which is all the way on my other shelf. But there's so many different factors when it comes to creating a character and things that you can consider when it comes to creating your character. So we're gonna just spend the first 15 minutes of just thinking of all type of aspects that will embody a character. I will not be participating in this one, but I will be sharing my information on characters that I've made for my series, because I did do like those posts where like all the different pictures that embodies my characters and a little bit of information about them. So I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes to write every characteristic about a character. So you don't have to have anything in mind right now. Just write anything and everything. You could write loves to read, loves to box. Maybe they're a kickboxer or whatever like that. Just write down anything and everything. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, you guys. So hopefully you have a lot of things down. It was a whole 15 minutes. Even if you didn't use a whole 15 minutes, that is fine. Just everything that you thought of when it comes to a character in general. So now I'm gonna have you to take a minute, close your eyes, and picture a character. Just picture a person in general. Just picture a character. Not a character that you've seen before or read or watched on TV. Maybe they have certain aspects of those characters, that's fine, but just think of a character. Close your eyes and think of a character. And I want you to spend 15 minutes to circle all the aspects that character has that you have in your head. Even if you can't visualize it, think of a character and just in general, like, oh, does that character have red hair? Yeah, I think my character would have red hair. So even if you can't like immediately like visualize it, because I know not everybody can do it, but just like think it through. Like certain things, you're like, do they have blue eyes? It's like, I don't think they have blue eyes, because if they have red hair, I think they would have green eyes. Like just, you can think it through too as well. So let's spend 15 minutes doing that. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, you guys. So hopefully you have a lot of information on what that character looks like. So don't worry about them having a name. Just start building the profile. So I'll give you less time, but literally just put all the things that you circled, put it all on like one sheet of what this character embodies, not what they look like. There's some aspects obviously of what they look like hair color, eye color. You probably have that down too. Maybe their build, that's fine, but just put all of the things that embody your character. And then we'll come back together. I'll share my character things. I'll probably also put them up here on the screen as well so you can see what you could possibly add to yours, what images, where you can get them from, and we'll do all that. So see you in a minute. Okay, guys, we're back. So hopefully you have your profile. You don't need to have a name, so don't worry about that if you don't have a name. Because a lot of times with my characters, I don't come up with names till like the last minute, unless if it's a character that I'm like, it's really prevalent. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is their name. Then yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. But I'm going to share my characters for my series so far. So yeah, I'll be putting up an image here off to the side too as well, so you can see. I get all of my images from Pinterest, because they have like the most like aesthetically pleasing shots for me when it comes to my characters, and also different like sayings and pictures of like from books of lines that I would love that embody my characters. So I'll be putting them up here as we go. So the first one is Dahlia Barnes, and she is the female main character in Ghost of You. She is 23 years old. She is a junior in college. She is a communications major. She loves having ice cream at night. That's very weird about her. Like, not just like, oh, ice cream in general during the day. It's like, no, ice cream at night. At night, babes, at night. She loves vintage decor. She loves reading. She loves picnics, and she loves with her whole heart. So when I say that, you can kind of picture what kind of person she is. It's like, oh yeah, she wears her heart on her sleeve. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She's very vulnerable, very emotional, like all the different aspects of her, especially tied to her past. I feel like that's the best way to describe her as a whole. So as you can see some images here, I have someone reading a book on a picnic, so very girly, picnic blanket, two aspects that are related to her situation with her ex and her other ex, and how that navigates her as a character, because that's like the huge aspect of who she is, and also a picture of ice cream because duh. Next character is Zofria Adeosun, and this is her best friend who is 23. Her nickname is Zoe. She is a business major, or was a business major in college, but she loves fashion. She loves sewing. She loves fashion illustration. She loves plants, and she has a little black book. So if you know that, she's a little bit of a 304, just a little bit. You know, she's free-spirited. She does what she wants. She sleeps with who she wants. She has her boundaries, and she communicates that. But that's very much who she is. And so all the aspects of her are here in the image. Plants, big fro, Lauryn Hill type of girl. So she loves music. She dresses that type of way. So she's very fun, free-spirited with her fashion. She loves mixing prints, colors. She's very bold with her aesthetic and her look. I added a coffee shop because she works at a coffee shop at the very beginning. This also is part of her journey with figuring out what she wants to do with her life. And then also with the quote at the top, I don't like repeating myself because I'm gonna add a little razzle-dazzle if I say it again. She has a little bit of an attitude, but she does it in a way where she gives you a chance, but since you want to fuck around and find out, you're going to. So that's where that attitude comes out. So it's like, oh, she will check somebody real quick. Then we move on to Leo Park. This is the instance where I say the name came to me first, because I love the name Leo from reading Talia Hibbert's book, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because Red's dad's name was Leo. I was like, that's a nice name. And then I thought, Leo Park. I'm like, Leo Park. Korean dude, probably some tattoos. Because I already had in mind for another story where the male main character, his name is Zion, and he has like a throat tattoo. So, but he has a shaved head. So with this one, I was like, let's give him like a mid-length haircut, like the typical K-pop boy, you know, cave drama type of hair do type of thing, you know, that type of one. He has that type of typical look to him. He is a business major. He doesn't want to be, but he is. He loves music. He loves good food. You know, he loves food. His motto is good food, good people, and he dances when he eats, and he loves sunsets. So he's just all around a guy who just really values connection, and he values the people in his life that really are about him. So like I have pictures of some Korean dishes. So he really loves food. He loves going out to eat with his friends. And then the bottom picture, I do have a picture of a group of black guys because his best friends are black guys. Dahlia's brother was one of his best friends. And then the twins, Addison and Axel, they are his best friends. And they are both black characters with dreads who actually own a record label. So these are some rich people, okay? These people got money. But those are his best friends. And he actually lived in LA for some period of time at the beginning of the story. So I do have a shot of like LA, or at least just like palm trees. But he's really just about music, having a good community, good people around him, and just he's really just about that type of life, just having good fun, having the people he loves around him. Yeah. Next up is Addison Webbs. He is 24. His nickname is Addie. One of the references to one of the things that I made for a post, I was like, what did I say? It was like Addie Daddy or whatever. I feel like he's definitely that kind of guy that would do that kind of thing. He is a co-CEO of AA Records along with his brother. He loves yoga. He is a songwriter. He loves whiskey. He loves 90s movies. He's a former lover boy. But he's also in his Little Black Book era, which is how we get Sophia and Addison and their journey. Yeah. So that's going to be fun. So obviously for the pictures, I have pictures of locks because I feel for him, his locks are two-toned. So I wanted to emphasize that, while his brother Axel also has locks, but all of his is just his natural hair color. He loves to wear suits. Like I said, these are some rich dudes, okay? These people are not broke. Okay, we got some rich people money. He's over here drinking Jack Daniels. Like I said, he likes to do yoga. He writes music. He is literally the CEO of a record label, so he knows what he's doing. So you have him have a picture of somebody at the table doing the music. Then I have this very obvious schmexual post because this is very much who Addison is as a person. This is who he embodies. Obviously another picture of like a suit with a watch, because like I said, he's just rich. He, you know, he's a former lover boy. So a picture of him and another woman, where he used to be in life, and in that story we navigate how that impacted him and how he is moving forward. Next up is Axel Webbs, his twin brother. He is 24. He's obviously the co-CEO of AA Records. He loves margaritas. Okay, just a little bit different about him. Something I was like, let's give him a little bit more of a, you know, a little flair to him. He loves margaritas. He's very logical. Image and respect is really big for him. He does kickboxing. He's an introvert, and he loves a clean home. So this one, he's kind of like, I didn't want him to be like the typical cold CEO, but he's kind of like that to a degree. Just very like by the books, very big on, like I said, image and respectability. So he keeps up a certain image. He has a certain air about him. So when he walks around at work, he's not one to joke around with like the artists or the people that work for him. That's more of Addison's thing, to be more like personable. Axel's very much like, let's get what needs to be done. Let's sign these paperwork. Let's keep it moving and pushing. Let me see the stats of how the albums are doing, making like big financial decisions, making big decisions in general. He's just that type of person who's very much focused on the business aspect of things. So he also was a business major too as well. I just didn't add it in there, but that's who he is as a person. Chess, very logical. He does kickboxing, so pictures of him in the suits, him in a do-rag. At home, he's a little bit more mellow, but he still has that persona. So his space is really, really clean, okay? It's going to be on point. His place is going to be on point. It's not going to be like all white, but it's going to be very, very clean. You're going to be like, oh, got it. And like I said, the post is I'm cold as ice, but in the right hands I'll melt, which is part of his story and his situation with a different character. I want to get into more into that. But those are all the characters that I have so far for my series. So hopefully that helps when it comes to building your character and what you can use to create different posts like these for your Instagram or whatever, or just to have for yourself, so you can really see who your characters are like, who they embody. I also love threads too, because everybody like will literally tag a post if somebody be like, oh, you look like Goon from Jaquel J's book or whatever like that, you know, that type of thing. And that people get inspiration that way too as well through other people's posts. It's like, oh, this is a type of person that I want to embody as a character for my book. You're not exactly stealing their images or stealing like their exact, you know, person, but it helps you with writing your character when it comes to writing the story in general. If you like this video, be sure to like it, comment below any characteristics about a character that you just created or maybe one you already have in your pocket. Please let me know in the comments below. I am so nosy. Please tell me. And until next time, stay magical. Bye.